Time for some reviews.
Yay!
Wow, we dodged a bullet there.
If I even tried to cast my voice that high, I would get strangled when this wreath falls down around my neck.
Yeah.
Vanellope von Schweetz.
All right. Vanellope is not your forte.
Take it over, Garrick. I'm just going to sit here quietly and suffer.
So we had a crap ton of comics come out.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, no, that's an understatement.
Really?
Yeah,
Crap
it's
ton.
more like a shit ton.
Yeah.
Just saying.
A crap load of crap. No.
Yeah.
But we had I'm not going to go over all of them, but I just want to go over a few of the good ones. So, of course, the Star Wars main title.
Okay.
Dr. Aphra.
Oh.
Yeah, I like Aphra. The Darth Vader one, the penultimate issue.
What?
The second to last, Vader 24, and then it's going to end on the next issue.
But then you got Shield Vader coming.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, we got Shield Vader.
Game of Vader.
Well, we got to wait a while for that, I think.
Oh, really?
Which is going to suck. I don't know. They just announced it.
True.
Anyway, and then we had 2 one-shots from Age of the Republic, Qui Gon Jinn and Darth Maul.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So which one are we doing first, man?
Let's do some Star Wars. Yeah. 57. Star Wars 57.
Star Wars 57. I'm typing it in. Give me some time.
8. Star Wars 57 and 58 both came out.
58? Aw.
Yeah. So our rebel crew of Leia, Han.
Oh, this is
Skywalker. R2D2 and C3PO are on a hidden moon where they are hiding out while from the Empire.
That's no moon.
While things kind of cool down. And it's kind of like a communist moon, so that's pretty cool, right? You guys like communism? Mike?
Oh, man.
Mike likes communism.
Do we ever?
So it's like
almost as much as we hate Bolsheviks. Or, I mean, the bourgeoisie,
the bullshit.
So it's like kind of like this agricultural civilization that if you want to eat, you have to work. So maybe the opposite of communism.
Yeah, that sounds the opposite.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, so there was a few cool things. I guess the whole point of the story is kind of fleshing out how our characters, I guess, learn certain things. Like Luke Skywalker is learning to fence with his lightsaber with one of the people who have taken him in. So he kind of, I guess, find out how he got so good at swinging that thing around when he fought Vader in Empire Strikes Back.
All right.
So that was interesting.
Yeah.
And then
at least he fought confidently.
Yeah. At least he did that. There was
not competently.
One panel in here specifically that the internet was tweaking on. So Han Solo goes into the local pub and orders a drink, and the guy's like, "Well, you got to work for your stuff around here. So I got some wood out back. If you want to chop that up, I'll get you a drink." So, of course, he goes back and chops the wood, and then Leia comes around looking for him, and Han had taken off his shirt, and he is stacked. Man.
He's got nice boobs.
Yeah, dude, he is ripped.
Great Star
He's got like a
Wars
12-pack.
boobs.
He's got like 12-inch pythons? Is that big? I don't know what a big python is.
That panel you're talking about is great because Leia's sitting there looking at him going, oh.
Sold.
Yeah, it's like in a Captain Morgan pose with his axe, and it's just like this ridiculous. Like, there's no way Harrison Ford in his prime would look like that with his
that
shirt
is good
off.
Stuff right there. I like that.
Yeah, that's a great touch. And then later in the next issue, him and Leia kind of go on a date, and it's very cool. And at the end, she's like, "Hey, why don't you come back to my room tonight, and we can do some stuff, you know?" So she walks in, and you can see Han Solo starting to take off his vest. To get naked.
Oh,
and then she's like, "Oh, now we can plan how to get back at that one chick that crossed us." And he's like, "Oh,
come on, Leia.
I thought we were gonna do it."
You forgot to mention that there's also shirtless dudes in this one.
Oh yeah, Luke is shirtless. Yeah, he's not as impressive as Han though. I mean,
well,
Han
he's
is
not
just like
posing for the camera.
Han's like an Adonis compared to that. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's a pinup right
There's
there.
a lot of shirtless men between these two
Yeah.
issues.
Those are some big old bear cats too.
Yeah, so
Is that what they call them?
their host on this moon has he keeps the village protected from these weird local creatures like bear cat things, and
It's man
everything's
bear pig.
very.
I'm cereal, you guys.
He's like the classic hunter. Like he has the heads of various animals hanging in his abode there. So he's like a head of a rancor and a head of a few other animals just hanging up. It kind of reminds me of the if you ever played the Force Unleashed video game, you actually go into a house similar to this with various creatures' heads hanging on the walls. But so everything's hand-to-hand combat because he's all about the sport of the hunt. So they're not allowed to use blasters and stuff like that. So.
Are we not going to discuss this dude's wrist blade lightsaber things?
Yeah.
Or as I like to call him, his light Ezio's.
They're like
I see what you did there.
Yeah. It's like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Is that C-3PO that got torn apart again too?
Yeah, C-3PO gets torn apart. He's only half of a C-3PO now.
I see. And R2's carrying him.
PO.
I love that R2's carrying him on his back.
Yeah, that's pretty
good
funny
stuff.
Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure where this arc is going. I think there's an underlying plot, but I don't think it's been revealed yet.
Yeah, it's shirtlessness.
Yeah, shirtlessness. It's all about the spectacle, isn't it? Yeah,
The spectacle of the pectacles.
looking at shirtless dudes. Yeah. Well, apparently the main guy who's hosting them, his daughter is descended from a Jedi. So I guess maybe we'll figure out how that works. Her grandma was a Jedi, I should say. So we'll see where that goes. I don't know.
All right.
They're pretty decent. The art I thought was pretty good. It's the same artist that was on the end of the Poe Dameron series.
Okay.
So he captures the faces pretty well.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool colors. Very cool. Yes. Check those out. Hopefully, we'll get past this arc soon because it seems kind of stalled out, but it's still exciting. Lots of shirtless dudes.
Yeah.
So if you're into shirtless dudes,
I don't mind there being these transition issues. So
yeah,
it's all right.
What I kind of miss is them going back to the Yoda Chronicles or Obi-Wan Chronicles, where
I did like those.
Skip
man.
back in time, and you got to see Obi-Wan hanging out with Owen Lars and stuff, solving crimes. Yeah.
Agreed.
We'll see. Yeah. So Dr. Aphra also came out.
Oh,
boy.
Which one?
And
Aphra what?
27.
Jeez.
27. Wow, that's like that's
Almost
like
up
I
to
don't
That's a
know.
serious run.
That's like 127 in dog years, right?
That's 130.
Dude.
That's 127 in Marvel comic issues.
Wow.
Yeah. It should have been rebooted 5 times by now,
Yeah.
but it hasn't. So that tells you something about the Dr. Aphra.
People like the Dr. A.
People like it.
I'm
I
one of
love
them.
it. Yeah. So in this issue, we start up with some characters from the annual. If you remember way back in the last Aphra annual, we had a dude with robot arms on his back who is married to a transition, I guess.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you remember those guys, don't you? The
For
names are
Rizzle.
Win-Loss and Knock. So they're very popular characters, I guess.
Yep.
They're
Doc Ock and the Lizard. Yep.
Yep, Doc Ock and the well, they get hired by Princess Leia, kind of, to go hunt down 000 in Dr. Aphra. That's not really Princess Leia.
I was gonna say it says Princess Leia Organa.
It looks like Princess Leia, and it looks like a rebel trooper, but it's really Dr. Cornelius
Oh, of course
Evazan
it is.
with a face disguise thing.
Good thing it's very droopy.
This isn't revealed right away. So you see the first panel, you see Princess Leia Organa in parentheses, apparently. And you can, just by looking at her, you're like, the way she's sitting in her large, beefy, manly hands, you're like, that's not Princess Leia. You could tell right away. That was pretty cool. Yeah. So
Loved beefy, manly hands.
yeah. So this is Dr. Aphra and 000 trying to get these bombs removed from them so they don't explode. They can't. They have 10 hours, and they can't go outside of a certain radius of each other, or they explode. So they end up making it to the underground and finding some weird kid down there who has a monster that can take them to the other side of the planet to hopefully find someone who can remove this bomb. And then at the very end, we have another returning character. If you remember Tam Posla, who was married to the decraniated girl from earlier. This all sounds weird if you don't read the comic. I'm just now realizing this.
Thank you. I don't even have to say it now.
Yeah, but he's like kind of like a paladin sort of character, very honorable. And they thought they've killed him, but there was this weird sentient fungus on a planet colony that they were on in previous issue. That had,
Just keeps getting better.
I know, this is great, isn't it? Take it over his body, and not only that. Not only has this sentient force fungus taken over his body and is now controlling his corpse, it also can manipulate machines and takes control of 000.
Wow.
Of course it can.
And in the last panel, we get a big reveal. That BT-1 isn't dead. BT-1's alive and controlled by force fungus that also controls machines.
As long as I'm calling out weird weapons that I feel like we need to talk about, I feel like we need to discuss the fact that this guy like summons War Machine's like power attack from Marvel versus Capcom 2.
Yeah, dude.
Like it's a straight up direct rip of Marvel versus Capcom 2. I don't remember what War Machine yells when you summon. I think in my head I'm just hearing unlimited power. But I know that's not it.
Yeah, this comic is off the wall.
Oh my gosh. They've lost their dang minds.
I know it. I love it. It's great because, you know, it's cool to see this kind of stuff in Star Wars. Just like they're taking liberties and they're just
this is the
being
most
as crazy as they want.
Cocaine Star Wars can get and still be canon.
Yeah, I know.
This is nuts.
It is nuts.
Just nuts.
I kind of wonder if they've run out of ideas or something and they're just like throwing anything they can in there just to see what happens.
It's drunken role playing. I'll tell you right now. I know drunken
totally
role playing.
It's a secondary. I mean, well, not secondary, ancillary. I don't know, character. So you can toy around with it. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Be experimental.
Yep.
Get crazy with it.
I like it.
There it is.
Take some shirts off.
Sure.
That's what they need.
Hell yeah.
Get crazy with the cheese whiz.
Only the dudes, though.
No.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. These are family comics.
No, Dr. A.
You can tell from the mutants funguses taking over killer cyborg men.
Yeah. Yeah. See? You got it.
Yep.
Corey gets it. Yeah.
Yep.
If Corey can get it, anybody can get it.
Would hold my kids' attention better than the latest movies. I'm just saying.
Snap. You know what holds your kids' attention?
I'd love to know what would hold my kids' attention.
Darth Vader.
I thought you were going to say Minecraft, but okay.
Minecraft, Darth Vader.
Got him.
Actually, the Darth Vader comic is kind of like Minecraft in the recent issues because he's building a tower, which you can also do in Minecraft.
You can toast in Minecraft.
See, there's lava. There's lava like in Minecraft.
Oh.
Huh? You like that? There's mobs of bad guys that try to attack you and blow up your town.
Oh, stupid creepers.
Yeah. Yep, creepers. Yeah. So Darth Vader 24 came out, and this issue was insane. This is like a Vader Unleashed issue where we get to see like kind of like the full range of force powers that Darth Vader can wield. So he basically is attacked by some of the local, I guess, natives on Mustafar, and he fights alongside his stormtroopers to kind of bring them down and destroy them and get rid of them. And he just goes nuts. He is throwing lava plumes at him. He actually falls into lava and uses the force to protect himself from said lava, and then jump out like a fish from the lava, and then land on the side of the shore, like in episode 3. So, yeah, cool stuff, guys. Huh? Lava? You guys like lava?
He did the superhero landing.
Lava. I know, he did. Wait for it. Really bad on the knees.
I have always hated the superhero landing, and I appreciate it when Deadpool called it out. I've always hated it. I blame the Matrix for westernizing an otherwise anime exclusive thing, and now everything does it.
Yeah, because it's awesome.
Yeah, the artwork in this, it's like, you're right, Vader Unleashed, which one of the things I appreciated about the first level in the Force Unleashed was that it didn't have Vader doing a bunch of theatrical flipping and dramatic stuff. You just trudged with purpose, you know? This comic abandons any sense that anyone in the boardroom or in the design room had that day. And says, all right, let's make Vader a flying ballerina of rage.
Yeah, that's a good. Oh, yeah, he is a flying ballerina of rage.
Yeah.
That's Vader right there.
I like it on one hand. I kind of don't on the other hand, but I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, so at the end of the comic, this Lord Momin, a Sith spirit that's inhabited a helmet, has, in the previous issue, called back his own body from the past and is now possessing his own body. And he does battle with Vader, and Vader just like crushes him. But not before Momin cuts off one of Vader's arms. But they're mechanical; they grow back.
Inconsequential. It's like Legos.
I don't need that.
Yep.
It happens all the time. Yeah. So at the very end of this comic, so the whole point of building this tower was to rip a hole in the fabric of time and space and the Force or whatever. And Vader ends up doing that. Whoa. And that's where it leaves off. So he's about to step into the nexus of space-time or something. I don't know. We'll find out in the last issue on 25.
Vader and Ep9 confirmed.
Yep. As soon as it pop out, it's me. I walk through the thing. You read the comic? You'll understand.
It was in the comic.
There's too much exposition in episode 9 already.
Yeah, JJ ain't gonna give you no exposition.
I don't like it.
Oh, heck no.
Heck no. Yeah. But I like the Vader comic. It's going to be sad to see it come to an end, but, all good things, right?
I always like dark Sithiness that doesn't come bundled with a bunch of really emo, gothy bullcrap. And so I appreciate that about this comic and this masked dude character. He seems like a legit, like, Sithy, ghosty kind of dude.
Yeah,
he's that stuff.
It gives a different twist on the Sith because like said, "Oh, I'm angry and mad all the time, and that's where I get my power." This guy's like somewhat of an artist, but he's like very twisted in his art because he uses death and destruction as part of his art style, and it's just like, oh, okay, that's a different take, and good stuff.
Sith and their iconic masks. What are you gonna do? These guys.
These guys. So. We had one shot for Age of the Republic, which is a new ongoing series. So they're going to do a one shot for different characters throughout the
many
Star Wars
thousands
timeline.
of years. The end. Right.
Yep.
It's the Age of the Republic.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So the first one that came out was Qui Gon Jinn, fan favorite Qui Gon Jinn, and one of my favorites. And I will say, if you do like Qui Gon Jinn in the movies and maybe some of the limited amount of expanded universe we get from him, you will probably love this comic because it does explore, I guess, Qui-Gon's more gray view of the Force and how he didn't necessarily see eye to eye with the Jedi Council on how they should be waging war as Jedi. And so I really love seeing that come into like our new canon because I don't know if that's been explicitly stated or shown in the new canon. In the old, it kind of was, but now it's actually officially back. Like he is a gray Jedi. He did not see eye to eye with the Council, and it was really cool to see him explore that with Yoda, and Yoda's kind of say, well, maybe you got a point, but well, this is what we're doing. So. Yeah, it's good stuff. I don't want to spoil too much, but definitely check it out, especially if you like Qui-Gon. And
I wish a lot of thirsty Qui-Gon fans out there.
Yeah, I wish this would have been an ongoing series. Fortunately, it's just a one shot, but maybe if it gets popular enough, Marvel will make it an ongoing series.
Possibly.
But, Yeah, it's cool. Really explored the philosophy of the Force and the Jedi at the time of the Republic. So thought that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I like
and
anything that gets Qui-Gon a little more exposure is a good thing.
Absolutely. And then the second one was Darth Maul, which was basically almost a compendium to the Darth Maul limited series that came out a while ago, the 5-issue series. Actually mentioned a lot of stuff from that series, and yeah, it was okay. Not as good as the Qui-Gon in my opinion, but I mean, if you like Darth Maul, you will probably like Age of the Republic Darth Maul. A lot of cool stuff. They go back to
Darth Maul. The problem is Darth Maul is one of those characters that got a lot of background stuff done late in the game before the Disney acquisition.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's like I have trouble dissecting what's canon.
Yeah,
and what's
and it's hard to really explore, especially in early Maul, really explore his like character, because he is one of those typical Sith, like, oh, I'm mad all the time. And my main motivation is to kill the Jedi.
My teeth are dirty.
Yeah. But I mean, we kind of get a little bit of insight because the Emperor takes him to Malachor, and he gets kind of a vision of what would happen if he hadn't been a Sith, if he had gone the Jedi path instead. And he kind of has to fight his way out of being good in order to prove himself to the Emperor. So this is all
Kylo-esque.
Yeah, very Kylo-esque. So he ends up fighting his way out from the light side to prove to his master that he really is true to the Sith path. So yeah, that was kind of cool. Yeah. So check those out. Next one will be I think we get an Obi-Wan, and we get a Jango, and we get a maybe just I don't know what else. Something else.
It'll be nice to know jack crap about Jango Fett.
I know, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it though?
Maybe he has the history that we wish Boba Fett had.
Maybe.
I went there.
Yeah. Well, that's all I got for all those comics.
Jeez, that's all you got for all them comics?
That's all? So many. Wow. Yeah, comics. I just wanted to get. We also had the Star Wars Galaxy of Adventures come out that we mentioned last episode.
Mm-hmm.
So these are basically just 1 minute shorts, taking lines directly from the movies,
like the
and doing
audio.
a different audio,
straight audio lift from the original movie.
Yeah, straight audio. And they did an animation style that some would describe as anime, but in my opinion, it's kind of closer to like a Genndy Tartakovsky type style, like an anime-esque but with Western styling.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
there's more than 3 frames per second. So
personally, I really liked them, and they actually brought in a narrator, Dante Brasco, who has played Prince Zuko in Avatar.
Yeah, he's
also Rufio in Hook, which
Donnie
Mike hasn't seen.
Also FBI agent that went undercover to capture.
Or Dante. Oh, sorry, did I say Donnie?
No, but I did.
Okay. Which was weird because he was only in a few episodes and he only had like 2 or 3 lines, maybe in total, which was weird that they brought him in.
I was going to say, he's not in any of the bits that I've seen. So. No,
he's not in all of them. So I really liked a few of these, especially the Emperor one. Specifically, it's the one from Return of the Jedi where the Emperor's telling Luke that, your faith in your friends is you're failing, and, strike me down, I'm unarmed. And you kind of flashes back through the history of episode 1, 2, and 3 of the Emperor's machinations and how he became Emperor. And it was really cool and stylized how they did it. And it really kind of tied all the movies together. And then of course the trench run on the Death Star, they did one on that. And I thought that was really cool how they kind of visualized Luke inside the Force. Like, it's kind of that typical everything slows down and everything turns a different shade of color. I thought that was really cool how they did that. But I love these personally. I really wish they were longer though.
But that's part of the problem.
I don't understand. Yeah, the point is kind of lost on me because I know it's to get kids into the universe. But
is it? I don't know that I buy that
because it's not representation not really representative of what you get from a Star Wars movie.
There's not enough here to capture kids' imagination unless they're literally just trying to get kids to trip over them on YouTube. Then I'm like, okay. But I mean, to me, all these are like, what if, like, when Luke was escaping from the Wampa, he was like super powerful and did a lot of flips. And I'm just like, yawn. I am so unimpressed by that. I mean, the animation is quality. It's the point that's lost on me. I don't get it. I try to appreciate him, but I'm just like, I'm good with the way it was. I don't need it to be exaggerated to enjoy it. So when we exaggerate it, I'm like, I don't, it's not helping. It's not making me more excited. I like the stuff already, you know?
Yeah.
And it is a very exaggerated action. Everything action.
That was the best part.
Super exaggerated.
That was the best part. They even did the Rogue One hallway scene with Vader, kind of. So that was pretty cool.
Like literally when escaping the Wampa, Luke slices an ice stalactite with his lightsaber, causing the cave to collapse. And the rush of air from the cave collapsing causes him to flip in the air and land on his back in the snow. And I'm like, okay.
Pretty awesome, right? Yeah, I mean, it's an artistic take on the what
there are people who
happened.
love this stuff, and they're going to love it because it's done well.
I love it.
I don't love this stuff, so I don't.
That's because you're a loser. You're not a cool kid like me.
Could be.
Cool
You're not wearing an itchy wreath on your head and trying to randomly stack things on top of it that keep falling off and making noise. So
that's true.
Check and mate, friend.
So check those out. Got to go to YouTube Kids. It'll take you about 12 minutes to watch all of them. So not too much time out of your day. Let us know what you think on Discord or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
On that Discord channel that you can go to the Twitter and at FlyCatch1138 and find a link to.
Yeah, that's the one.
Or Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of wasting time.
Oh, yeah, that's what we've been doing.
It's time for the Porkins, by the way.